All right, Dave. Hey, I'm here at the Ashland model in Lake Carolina with an Essex representative, and we decided to do a video of showing you the lots that are available and under construction and what's around them right now, because it might be a little bit easier than me trying to explain it verbally with you looking on the a PDF or something like that. So what you've got going on is, let me show you this one first. Remember when I showed you the previous video when I was driving around Ashland, what I was doing was I was driving this way along Ashland, and actually that is the Ballantine that's being built, the B, next to the C, which was the one that was just a foundation when your parents saw it. And actually I just passed it by, and you see from the video there I've actually started framing. That is still available. Now, because that is a B right there, you're allowed to put floor plans next to each other the same, but the fronts have to be different, so it sort of looks like a different house. So what happens is you can't build a house with the same front, what we call elevation, within four lots. You have to go 4 lots. So for instance, you know, with this house right here being Ballantine B, which is the one that you want to build, that means that all these lots that you see right here that aren't have any color on them, these are all available, but not for the Ballantine B. What you have to do is you go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the closest lot that you can build going back that way. Going this way takes you back towards Kelly Mill, the new elementary school that I showed you. This takes you back towards the main part of where I was on Lake Carolina Boulevard, okay? So now, what's going on behind it? Because we were talking about, do you see right here where it says this proposed common area, which actually Doris, my contact with Lake Carolina, and the builder have confirmed this will not be built on. They don't know exactly what it's going to be. It's either going to be, you know, just left as trees, or maybe some sort of park. That, but as of right now, but you'll notice then, because of the wanting to build a Ballantine B, that means that you actually can't get right on this area right there. You can't choose that. So if you went this way, what's behind you? What's behind here on this side of the street, which as I was going up driving would be the left side. This right now is just raw land. No one knows exactly what's going to happen to it, what's going to be done with it. No promises can be made. I mean, generally, I can't imagine there's any type of industry that would come in or any type of real big business. Probably it would be more likely residential, but you know, no one knows right now. Now, typically, if there is going to be something else, there is going to be, you know, typically there's a fair amount of buffer, you know, with trees on the backside of the Lake Carolina property and trees here. But again, we don't know, you know, we don't know if it's going to be 2 years from now, a year from now, 20 years from now. But right now it's just raw land. So again, to reviews is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 264, and then he includes across the street 4 lots over. So if you're going this way, then you can pick any lots going here. There's a Ballantine C there, so we're not worried about that. So it's from 264 all the way to 270, and then you can do 274 is available, and 305 all the way to 315, 314 actually, right there, that you can choose to build. Now, going the other way, what we're going to do is we're going to show you another map that's going to show you what's going on behind. But just before we get to that map, so again, we said that you can build a Ballantine B 1, 2, 3 on 256 or 255. Now, so what's behind this? That is where you see 253, and then you've got 256 and 255. Now what you'll notice is this is a new section by Mungo. Remember I told you about them? They're going to be building in here. It's going to be building. Now this is proposed the way the lots are going to be. Now this common area, that's set. But exactly the orientation of these have not, because I don't know if the roads have been completed. But generally it probably should match up to this. which means that if you had this lot right here, 256, be backing up to the large backyards. So more than likely there'll be some trees here buffering between them, and obviously the houses won't be as close as if you were back here. I'm guessing, is this a common area as well?
Right.
Okay, so actually if you're on 254, you actually do have enough, you're technically backed up to somebody else's lot, but you've got an extra added buffer area as well. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. Actually, I want to go back to that map. I wanted to show you what's on that side of the street. So we're talking about this side of the street right here. What's behind this side of the street? And that would be actually a section that hasn't been built on yet. Is there even a road there yet?
The road is in.
Okay, the road is in. This is actually Ashland Grove, which is the section that has the vinyl and stone front houses from like the 175 range to like 230s or so. That's what's, now it's not been built yet. But again, you know, Lake Carolina always leaves a row of trees typically, unless there's an easement that they had to dig up right there. So if you choose on that side of the street, that's what you got. So I don't know, it sort of seems like, in my opinion, that maybe one of these lots might be the best choice, which would be, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, would be 255 or 256. And what those back up to is right to 56, backs up to those two houses right there. And this right here has a little more buffer because 254, this one right here, actually that one has been taken. So hopefully that's a better understanding of what's going on as far as lots. And you know, the size of the lots appear to be very, very similar. You know, for instance, these 255 and 256 are identical in size. They're, I can't tell width, but depth is about 127 is the depth. I don't see, do you see width on these? There's no widths, right?
Okay, we have to refer to this chart
Oh,
here.
okay.
So
So like
C14, for example, would be 68, 64.
Okay,
C14, so that would be the width of that lot, 68 feet.
68 feet. Okay, so that's generally,
68.6.
it appears that on these
about
choices,
70.
about, you know, between 65 and 70, and the depth goes from like 127 to 128. So you see, it's generally, they're fairly consistent with the size of the lot. So hopefully that's a big help for you. Maybe you got to watch it a few times to make sense of it, but I think it eventually started to really make sense to me, so hopefully it makes sense to you. So we'll talk soon.